Okay, this is just a really quick tutorial on Canva on making your lettering and your font pop a little bit. So I'm gonna jump real quick into um, a document or a little. Let's use this here. Okay, so you're creating your little digital or anything. It could be a flyer, but I like to create digital business cards, I guess you would say, that's specific to each cruise line, right? So that you can drop that in. And I just wanted to show about how you can make your font pop a little bit. So there's different effects that you can use. So once you're clicked on your, let me hide my meeting bar real quick because it's hot. It's covering what I need. All right, so I've clicked in the area of my text that I have, and right now, I'm not sure that it has anything on it, but I'm going to click on effects, and there's different effects that you can use. So I want to show you what it looks like with nothing, right? If it's just as is, okay, what your font would look like. Now, if I want it to pop a little bit, sometimes I don't know, maybe it's my old eyes, but I feel like it can be almost blurry or hard to read. And so I like to use these effects, and I want you to watch what happens, and you can play around with this when you do the different fonts, the different effects on the fonts. Okay. Now, one I really like to use is this outline, but here's a little tricky thing. It's going to automatically default to gray as your outline, which I don't think helps very much for the most part. Now, let's say I really want this to pop. I can change this outline color. Okay. I already have it set to white, but now I want to change the outline color. Okay. And so it's going to give me these choices. Unfortunately, it doesn't let me pick one that is part of the picture, but I can choose a red, which I think is nice that it will pop. But here's something else. So it's going to look like this. All right, I've chosen the color. Now I'm going to click off so the color disappears, and you can actually increase your thickness. See what that does when you increase and decrease the thickness, and you can put it to, whatever it is that you think looks nice. But you want it to pop. You want it to catch their eye when they're scrolling. You don't want them to have to hunt and search for your contact information. So I like to do this. And so that's just an example of what you can do. If you don't like it, you can just go in and you can click effects and you can change it to none. And you can just do a lift. And again, you can increase the intensity of the lift, and you can see that it changes just ever so slightly. Also, if you've got a busy background, let's say that you stuck it here, and there's a lot. Let's say you stuck it over a picture. I wouldn't really do it like this, but let's say it was stuck over a picture. Well, now you really can't read it. But if you're using an entire photograph, and you need to put some stuff up there, what you can do is this background. And so this background is going to, as you can see, make it so that you can actually read it and it's legible. And then you can also do the same thing. You can choose your roundness of the background, as you can see here, and the spread of it, right? So you can really play with it and get it how you want it. And then the transparency too. So you can give it just a little grade effect and affect the transparency. And again, you can also choose the color. So if you wanted to choose this so that it's red, let's say, to match your carnival, you can do that too. And so, I mean, you may even choose to do this without the, um, it being on a picture. You can put it on your, and I would do this if I was going to do that, right? So if I wanted it to look like this, then I could And as you can see, if I don't want it to cover up whatever else, I can just adjust my font size. So this is just a little bit of playing around to make things look a little, to tweak things a little bit to make it look a little bit better. So I hope that helps. Just to add a little bit to the training that you've already had on creating these types of graphics. All right. So good luck. Happy Canva creating. I'm gonna make some more videos so that you guys can see um, more little tips and tricks. All right. Have a great day.